In today's lesson, I will explain you how we can create spot elevation on grid. You can see here elevation on 5 meter. You can see here the elevation on each 5 meter. You can see here in this AutoCAD drawing. So how we can create spot elevation on grid. So today I will explain you the method. First we have to go back to start from the beginning. These are the point. We have survey data. First we will create the surface. As you know, you can create surface from here. Just give a name to the surface, for example SA, and then you have to go to definition to create surface. You can see the surface is created. Now we will create the spot elevation on grid. So for that you have to select the surface from here. Now you can see the surface has been selected, and you have to go to here the add label. Then you have to go to spot elevation on grid. Then you have to specify the base point. The base point should be in the left side, and then you have to specify the second position. But here you can see grid rotation 0 0. You have to go straight like this one, you can see, and then you have to click here. Then you have to give the spacing. You need the spot elevation on 5 meter and 10 meter, so you have to give the spacing. Grid X spacing 5 meter, Y spacing any. It means that you have to create the grid elevation on 5 meter here in the bottom and 5 here in the top, like this one. So then you have to grid Y spacing should be enter on 5 meter. If you want on 10 meter, so you have to write here the 10 meter, then enter. Then you have to click here in the top to cover all this area where you want the spot elevation. You have to click on the top. You can see here this little bit area is remaining, so you can add this area, but just I want to teach you how we can create the spot elevation. So right now no issue, but you have to cover all this area, and then you have to enter. You will see here the spot elevation will appear here, and then you have to adjust the scale. The spot elevation is here, so you cannot see clearly here, so you have to go to scale. Then you have to minimize the scale. So now you can see the spot elevation on the drawing. You can see here this is the spot elevation on each 5 meter. Now we have elevation. So if you want to make sure the distance between two elevation, just write here DAL command and then enter. So you will see here the space. I will select from the beginning here, and then in the beginning and the second point you can see here, and now you can check your distance. So it's exactly on 5 meter, so now we have spot elevation on 5 meter. You can also check this distance. Like this one. So this is 5 meter, but I did not pick the point here. You can see here, so you can check your distance from here, from the center to center. This is 5 meter. You can check. You can see here the 5 meter distance. So this is the procedure how you can create the spot elevation on grid. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. I will reply on that.